Today we are heading over there. You can't actually see it because it's covered by the clouds, but on the horizon there is a hill called Shivagange. It's about 60 kilometers away from here, and I'm going to try and head there. So Shivagange is towards Tumkur side, and so I'm just passing the Nelamangala flyover. So this is where we're turning off, and you can see up ahead the Shivagange hill. Oh, there's a mongoose there. Wow. Okay, so Google's led me to this archway. I'm not sure if this is the way. I'm not even sure if the car will go through this. Okay, looks like I've finally made it. That over there is the temple through which you enter, and then you have to go on top. I can see some people climbing as well. So I'm climbing up these steps. So looks like this is where you turn off to go to the trekking path on the top. That goes to a temple. There's quite a few monkeys there. There's one big one here. It's a huge Nandi monolith. Seems to be carved from just one piece of rock. So I'm going to continue my climb. Oh, look at this. You can see that there is carvings periodically on the steps. So while we're climbing, I'm just looking up the significance of Shivagange. So it's called Shivagange because there is a spring that flows from top, which is called the Ganga. Oh, here's another inscription. Carving. And it's also called as Dakshina Kashi, or the Kashi of the South, because it has a number of temples on top. Looks like this is one such temple. Several deities cut out into the stone, and it's beautiful, beautifully carved in granite. And these are really old structures dating back to the Hoysalas or before. It's a shame that they've been painted over. Look at those carvings. Very intricate. So a little bit about the history that I'm just checking out. The hill was fortified during the 16th century by Shiva Parvathi. And also the ruler or the founder of Bengaluru, Kempegowda, he kind of improved the fortifications around here, and it is said that he also kept a part of his treasure within this fort. What is the chance of finding some hidden treasure here? Lovely structures, really old structures, I guess. Check this out. Some carvings on the rock here, and some more here. These look like as if something more was planned here, but not really completed. There's more carvings there. I can make out a Shivalinga and a Nandi. There's some inscriptions here. Not sure what they mean. And there's some steps going up. This is a nice viewpoint. You can see a lot of the hill from here. You can see the fortifications that run along there, and a number of temples along the way. There's a big Nandi structure there, and that's where we parked. So apparently this is quite a popular site for trekking. It's a total of 6 kilometers, and it's a very gentle trek along the rocks. So there's stalls with refreshments along the way, and this seems to be another structure, another building of sorts. It's such a shame that it's been painted over. It kind of makes it lose all the details. But these pillars are very typical in the Vijayanagara and Hoysala architectural style. So at least in the initial portion there seems to be a railing and steps cut out for trekking. It's a gradual incline, and you can see there there's a lot of spring water trickling down. I suppose that is the Gange spring. You can see here there's a small cutout and what appears to be a set of 2 small footprints, smaller than my hand. I have to figure out what is the story behind that. Seems to be another Nandi here. That's the other one, and we saw one right down there. You can see the water flowing down almost in even stripes down the rock face, and then it flows down like that. And there's a tank at the bottom, and on the horizon there's a lake. There are small temple-like structures or shrines all along the way. Some of them are completely empty, and there's a lot of garbage. The place is not very well maintained, I guess, because there's so many visitors and pilgrims that come over. So that's the summit right there. That's where we have to get. Normally I wouldn't opt to come down this place because this is really crowded and I don't like crowds. But sitting somewhere there where my flat is, I don't think I can recognize it, but somewhere over there, far away, about 60 kilometers away is my flat. And sitting there I can see this mountain, and every time I look at it, it seems like it's kind of beckoning to me to come and explore it. So I just had to make this trip, and so here I am. And it's not too high, it's barely around 800 meters or so, so quite an easy trek. And I have to say, the water that's flowing down is absolutely filthy, just garbage all over the place. A little diversion here, and guess what? Another statue of Nandi. I'm going around the temple. Yeah, that's the path. Check out this fig tree. Beautiful. You have to go under this, through this. Oops. Yeah, there's one more shrine along the way. A small pond with fishes. So the rock cut steps and the railings have now given way to just rocks. So I'm just taking a break. That stretch there has proven to be really steep, and to add to it, there are monkeys. There's one here. There's some there. They've kind of taken over that narrow portion there. And the only way to come up is to pass that. And as you're coming up, some of the monkeys, actually one of the monkeys actually walked up to me, and my hand was in my pocket, protecting my wallet, and it tried to reach out and touch my pocket. I had to scare it off with a stick because there's monkeys all over. There's monkeys there, all around there. And they're just so habituated. If they see a food packet or a juice packet, they're very likely to come towards you and try and snatch it. Here's another of the temples. Seems to be Shiva and Parvati. And that's where we have to get to. That boulder right on top. So we have to go up like that, climb all the way up. It's quite a narrow path, and I can see there's monkeys along the way trying to snatch things. Better be prepared. So I just stopped for a little bit of refreshment before the major climb starts, and before the monkeys can try and snatch what's in my hand. Just a word, if you're having refreshments like this, if you're bringing them along, kindly take them back with you and don't leave it lying around. And that includes both the straw as well as the straw cover. Please, just so much junk lying around here. Okay, now the steep section. There are some steps cut out here, and I am armed with a stick for these monkeys which seem to be blocking the path, and that's how we keep the monkeys off. And there are tons of monkeys on top. These frigging monkeys are so aggressive. There's a large male out there. He just tried to attack. And then two of us had to chase it off. And on top of that, this place is like a bottleneck with people coming and going, getting stuck in this narrow climb. And the monkeys know that very well, that you can't run. You got to move through here, through the narrow zone very slowly, and they're taking advantage of that. Here's one. Chase him off. Hey, he's being aggressive. Well, he's actually cornered. He can't go anywhere, so he's being aggressive. He's coming back. So behind me you can see the peak and its outline. And I was just reading here that the outline, if you look at it from the east, it appears to be a bull, the Nandi, and from the west it looks like Ganesha, and from the north it looks like a serpent, and from the south as a linga. It doesn't look like anything to me, but it's quite a characteristic shape which I can recognize from my balcony, which is probably, I don't know, probably somewhere there. Okay, ready for more monkey trouble. I think you just need to give them the message that you're not easy prey, easy pickings, and they scoot. No need to get too aggressive. Look at them, they are waiting. There was one right behind me. This place is taken over by monkeys. That's it. This is the level just before the summit there. And over there you have another Nandi statue which you have to climb. And there's a monkey waiting right here, right on top. This is the Nandi. Oof. This is the view from here. Quite a steep climb from here without having to worry about monkeys. See there, that's an Egyptian vulture. Nice. So there's a snack stall on top, and there's monkeys absolutely everywhere, and there's two people over there walking around with catapults to chase the monkeys, but the monkeys don't really seem to be bothered by it too much, and they just keep returning. And they are pretty much everywhere. You see, all over the place. Views around me, and somewhere here is supposed to be a suicide point where one of the Hoysala queens came and jumped off because she couldn't bear children. See the people walking, climbing up from there, and that's down there is where we are parked. Seems like a cave sort of structure here. Again, full of monkeys. Here's another monkey. Lots of them there. This is kind of the summit. There are two pillars here. Not sure what that's for. And the views from here are pretty spectacular. And you can see the Nandi right there. That's it. I pretty much covered everything that there is to see over here. Quite crowded and at times pretty noisy. It's a nice location. The rock faces are quite distinctive, and if it was calm and serene here, it would be really nice. but there's just too many people here, and too many monkeys also, which kind of ruins the experience, especially the people. There's too many people, too much noise, so it wouldn't be my first choice destination for a trek, but it's well worth a visit. So now I think I'll head back. So I'm back down, and on the way I couldn't resist. There was a stall selling these star gooseberries with chili powder and salt, and I just couldn't resist. And the same shop also had some buttermilk, refreshing. Not bad, a little bit watery. Anyway, just to summarize the trip, as I said earlier, too many people. I would not come here a second time because of the people. If it was deserted and there was a few people, it would be quite a nice trek. And I said it was an easy trek in the beginning, but it's not really that easy. It's quite steep in some parts. Maybe worth a visit once, but I couldn't stand the crowds, the garbage, the monkeys, and the spitting. So on those counts, I would say don't come here on the weekend. Maybe on the weekdays. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.